welcome to Comfy Cozy Up. First video of 2024. It's gonna be a chill video, and so where I'm gonna just show you bits of what I cleaned up on my bookshelf, my vision board, and what I've been up to, as well as books that I've read. So let's talk about it. First, I want to start by and say thanks to everyone who left a kind word my last video. Appreciate it. One of the things I'm learning through this process is that I think at the beginning I think I was a bit in a shock, so I didn't have a reaction like I should have. I guess a normal person would, and the tears didn't come until I think after Vlogmas. I think I was maybe mentally I didn't want to fall apart until I was done with Vlogmas, because I made that commitment to myself that I want to do this. And also I think I was still in shock because Lord knows when that Vlogmas was over and I saw my friends, and that one thing that somebody asks you is, are you okay? And I was not. It was at the floodgate just open, and I was like a crying mess for days. Like every day I was crying all the time. Just the tears wouldn't stop. And I remember just thinking, oh my God, that I guess I wasn't okay. And you know, that whole idea of it's okay not to be okay. And I had to tell myself that. But my mom is a trooper, because she found a way to have me on the phone for 2 hours. I think it was like a few days after, I think maybe that Thursday night. I think it was that Thursday night after, for that first week. And she just had me cracking up. She was telling me things I didn't know about my father. She was telling me, you know, a lot of things that happened. And I literally was on her phone, and she found a way to make me cry and to make me feel better, and to wipe my tears. And it worked. And I was just like, my mother is just awesome. I also want to thank my friends, because my friends are a trooper. I had one friend that was ready to get on the plane and she was looking for a way to, I think she just wanted a little mini vacation as well, but she was just like, I could come, you know, I could come. And I was like, wait till later. And I had another friend who came by and visit, and she stayed the entire day till like AM in the morning before she left, and we was just watching some African movies. I don't know if you guys know, when I get in the mood sometime, I love those African movies, but it's been years since I sat down and watched so many. We binge watch a lot, and we were just laughing, and you know, we chit chat. It was so much fun, and I realized how much I need to get back out and socialize with my friends, because I haven't been doing that in the last couple of years. I'm such an introvert, and I realized I need to like break out of it a little in small doses, because I still can't take too much, but I still need to like at least once a month, you know, go out with my friends and socialize and do things. So that's a goal. It's on my vision board. And so yeah, and then I have other friends that checked on me pretty much every day. There was just so much support, and like I said, I appreciate it. I realize my friends are amazing. And then I got this in the mail. I just picked this up today, and it was just one of those, I was like, man, I've been doing good. I haven't cried in like a few days now, and here I am. So we got one of these socks. I've been loving these socks. I've been wearing a lot of them, so I haven't really opened up to see what it looked like, because I'm probably gonna put it on. But it's one of those self-care box. So it has the socks, which, oh, so sweet. Yeah, so I'm gonna definitely wear these and put these on at some point. There is a mug. It's so sweet, guys. Look, my friends are amazing. And of course, this smells so good, guys. It smells so good in here. Even this, it smells. But I'm definitely gonna put this on the bookshelf. Let's see. Oh, there's some candle. That's probably what's smelling up the box, is the candle. Ooh, This it's given fresh. It's given well, this says lavender. The theme in the box. Definitely giving like just got out of the shower, just got out of the bath kind of smell, and I love that with my, especially like my bedroom. Love that scent for my bedroom. And then there's the soap. Oh, and it comes with this block that you put it on. This is pretty cool, so I'm definitely gonna use that. And then these are, yeah, it's a deepest sympathy on there. It's a card, so I'm going to put this in my journal. And then there are, this I did look in, I didn't quite open it, but these, oh, it has stones where it had some spiritual things on there, biblical stuff. Oh, yeah, these are nice. So some cards. Oh, yeah, this is definitely for mourning. This is a definite box that is somebody who has lost, you know. So that was so sweet. That was so sweet. All right, now that I got to the sad stuff, let's talk about what I've been doing. So the first week I read because I couldn't do anything else. I couldn't sew. I couldn't think of anything creative to do. My mind was just not there. And so I read, and so I'm glad I was able to do that, because I think when I think of the state of my mind, I'm surprised I was able to read. So I did read. So read 3 books. The first one is What Napoleon Could Not Do, and this one I enjoy. It is getting from several perspectives in this book, and it really focused a lot on immigration and things that happen to people who are either could not get through immigration or did get through and got stuck in America and what happened. But it really digs deep into the life of the people. You have a sibling, and you have one, started off with the main character, well, more than one, but he was married and to a woman who was in America. The whole idea was she was going to file for him and get him to there, and it just never happened for him. And there's a stigma that went with it. But when you dig into his choice and what he wanted and what was put on them, you find out, you know, it was beyond just the immigrating to another country. There's things there's things around it that was just different. And there are also stories of the sister who did go to law school. She has this career that she wants, but she's unable to get permanent status in America. So now she's, you know, wondered if her degree going to waste. And she ended up in a marriage that she thought was going to give her that opportunity, but come to find out that this man has scars, deep scars from his time in the military and also his family background. And so the story goes on to his storyline and what happened to him, things that she's unaware of and not sure why she can't get certain things accomplished. But nevertheless, I thought this was really good. It was different. It wasn't my kind of immigration stories that you typically hear of, but I do like where the story went, and I thought it was an interesting take on an immigration story. So I was here for it. Then I decided to read this TikTok. TikTok took me there, guys, because I took up this. I read this book thinking that I was gonna be I was annoyed. I was so annoyed. The marriage past. This is 2 sisters that just totally opposite. One is married and the husband is just this dog, pretty much. And you find that there's things about this book early on you knew something wasn't right. But here comes your wife giving you a pass that you can be with anybody for one day. both of them, and no question asked, whatever, and you don't think something ain't right, but you took the offer because your ass was thinking about her sister, that just gives you the gist of the story. It was dumb. It was dumb. It was dumb. It was also predictable, and I was also like, good for him. He got exactly what he deserved. That's how I felt about that book. So whatever. Then I had my first classic of the year because I need to get over this Silas Marner, and this is Marner, and this is a classic that I started during Victober, sorry, and I never finished it. So I decided to just go back, and I like this. Now, what frustrates me with this is how this man was just robbed of his life, and set up and moved. Now he's isolated in this town where he stayed by himself, and then again someone took advantage of him and he had to, you know, start over, and things happened that just miraculously happened where this child came into his life, and he's raising the child as his own and doing everything, and then yeah, people who can't get what they want try to intervene in that. Like, I was like, this poor man can't catch a break. But I do like how it ends. I was rooting for him. I was like, yes. It reads very quick. It is one of those like classic that I think that, you know, that feel good ending that you will appreciate. It's not one of the, like I said, my favorite classic in terms of I'm like run out and read it, but I think it's one of those ones that just has a sweet taste to it where you just feel good about how it was it ended, and the fact that he found some peace and was loved and was treated right by, you know, someone else besides all these years of him being taken advantage of. So yeah, the poor man. So I was here for it. So those are the 3 books. I am going to probably pick up, the next book is the first book of the year for the subscriber pick. So yeah, so that's going to be next, but we get back to it. So let's get into what I've been up to, the vision board, and the books. So I try not to make this video too long, but it's probably going to be a little long. So let's get into that. Alright guys, so it took a minute, and I do mean a minute, for me to get into sewing again. Like, I was just not in a good place, and I was trying so hard. I was trying so hard, guys. Why am I looking a little dark here? Yeah. Sorry, guys. And I was trying so hard to get back into it, so I decided, let's challenge myself. Let's start the year with some challenge. And the first thing I did was, let's work with some zipper, because one of the things that I'm trying to do is improve my craft. And I need to start doing much harder stuff and learning how to do stuff. And so what I did was start with some pants. I don't make a lot of pants. And if I do make pants, I make them with elastic waist, which is so much easier to do. Elastic waist, boom, boom, boom. I can make that into probably less than 2 hours or 2 hours and be done. But put zipper in, zipper fly. It's a whole different story. So the first pants I made was these denim. And let me tell you, they fit so good. But I did not do well with the zipper in the front. It did not come out how I wanted to come out. However, it still looked nice and it fits good. I think I might put like a little screenshot here. And so I was like, you know what? I'm not going to call this a fail because it did come out good. Now, I do have to wait for the hooks to come in, the closer hooks, but they should be here by Monday because I couldn't find any store around here that had them. So I was like, we're not going to call this a fail. We're just not. We're not. Then we have a success, guys. Da, 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 da. So I made my first zipper fly that was successful. I have another zipper fly that I did make that did come out good, but the pants didn't fit. The pants was tight. So even though I say too successful, if I think about it, this is really the first successful that I can wear. So I love this. Everything came out good. The darts in the front, the pocket was amazing. Again, I will put a picture so you can see what it looks like. Everything about this was so good. Again, I still have to wait for the hook to close it, but it makes me want to continue and learn how to do this and had belt loop. So that's one thing I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna make one more just like this, just so I feel more comfortable, and then find another pattern. I do have pants pattern that has a loop, and learn how to do the loop, and we're gonna continue this. So this was a success. Then I wanted a suit situation. So here comes the jacket. Now let me tell you, when it comes to jacket making, I've made 3 jackets. 3? Yes. I've made 2 of the same. One I made for my mother, one for my, and this other one that I showed you guys. And those jackets did not give me the headache that this thing over here has been giving me. This is a vintage pattern. It is a true vintage pattern. This is what it looked like. It is a 90s vintage pattern. With that said, this is also not considered beginners. It is not. It is considered average, which in most clothes now I am average, but in jacket I am beginner. I don't care how many jackets I've made so far. I have never made anything like this. It was hard. One of the things that I'm learning from this, why it was hard, was because it is expected that you know how to do a collar. Like, because this is average, it's not beginners, it's not going to teach you how to make a collar. It's expecting that you know how to do this section right here. This section right here was so frustrating that the first day I tried to do it, I literally stopped and went to bed. Like, I literally was just so frustrated that I went to bed. I was like, I'm going to get some sleep. The next day I woke up and I worked on it, and then it kind of, this side didn't come out the way I want. It's not perfect on this side. This side was actually really good. This side, I felt like I needed to do something here, but I was not going to open back the seam. I just wasn't going to do it. I'm not doing that. I just feel like I can find a way to fix this without, which fairly I did. So it's not as bad as it was before. It was looking really bad. Then I decided to do the lining. I hate doing lining in jackets. I did that once, and I was like, I don't think I would ever enjoy doing lining in any jacket. Maybe there's an easier way. Maybe the more I do it, the more I practice, it will get easier. But I just don't like it. But I did the lining, guys. Y'all, I did the lining. See how pretty it is? And then I did a rookie mistake. Whenever you iron, you should always put, oh, the thing fell. You should always put a cloth in between the iron and your fabric. I had the iron on a certain temperature, and I've been using it the whole day with no issue. And ta-da-da-da! I decided to touch the direct iron on the fabric. And y'all, after I put in this pretty lining, y'all can see this burn. I don't know how to fix that. And the thing is, it's at the section of a jacket that when you have it open, you know the wind's gonna fly this way, that it's gonna probably show. And I'm like, if it was in the back, that would be a big deal because who's gonna see it? But it's right there, and I'm sitting here like, how do I even fix this without having to pull apart the entire side seam and recut that section, because I do have fabric. But I'm like, I don't really want to do that. I really don't. So I decided to put this on park. And I'm going to probably just do, oh Lord, I need to fix this. I'm going to probably do some patchwork on it. It's probably what I'm gonna do. Some patchwork on it to hide it. But I just mentally can't think about it right now because it pissed me off that much. So I was like, absolutely not. So, however, everything else was fine. I was literally ready to start hemming the bottom. All I had left was to hem the bottom and to hem the sleeves. That's it. And then give it a nice proper press. This thing is gonna frustrate me. I gotta figure a way how to fix that. That's where I was at with this. And then now I'm like annoyed with a burn mark that I did to the fabric after I finished. Like, this was just crazy. So that's where I'm at with this. So let's go to the bookshelf, and then I'm going to show you the vision board to see what else I plan on doing for 2024. And yeah, so let's deal with this. Alright guys, so I did the annual clean this bookshelf. So every year I try to clean the bookshelf in terms of like everything off. You know, during the year you spot clean, you just clean here, the surface where you can see. But I don't really take everything off. So, but I tried to at the beginning of the year is pull everything off my shelf, dust all the books. And a lot of time it is super dusty if you think of that. But I did it this time again, which I said every December, every January. Yeah, we're in January, right? Every January. So I did that, and I rearranged some of the book. Most of the books I kept in the section that they were in, and I counted, guys. This is 443 books on the shelf, and of the 443, there's only 31 books that I have not read. And those books I kept on the shelf for various reasons, because I know I'm not going to get to it anytime soon, or it's a part of a series and I'm just not ready to finish a series, that kind of deal. So I'm not going to go through the entire shelf in this video because it would be way too long, but I think I'm going to dedicate several videos where I talk about the books on there, what I've read, that kind of deal of, and then we try to identify the 31 books that I didn't read that is on the shelf and why I keep them on the shelf, that kind of deal. So we're going to do a separate video for that. And also I want to do it where we have light, because right now it's dark outside, there's not a lot of light. So I want to be more of a daytime where the lights will be so much better. And one of my boxes is not working for my lights, so that's another womp womp. So I have to wait till I can get another box. So yeah, so this is what the bookshelf is looking like, and you can see I don't know how I managed to foot, and that's not included. The ones on the floor is not included, guys. Only the bookshelf is 443 books. All right, so let's get over to the vision board so I can show you what I have and things I want to do for 2024. Alright guys, so I had, you should be able to see the vision board. So I had two canvas I put together to get this shape, because one I thought was too small and I wasn't gonna get a bigger size, because I have maybe about 5 of these small ones that I need to use them up. So green theme, because of course. And oh, you notice there's a new plant on here. It's not a new plant. I moved one of the plants that was over there, because I have a project to do with some of these plants, as well as start my seeding for spring, because I get a lot of sunlight from this area. So that's why it's looking like a jungle right now, which I love. So anyway, so for my 2024 vision board, I don't mind talking about it because I've always put everything into existence. Last year I did that, and I got some good stuff happen to me last year that I put out there, that I made sure I speak it out, and it happened for me. So I didn't do a vision board in terms of putting one up, but I did speak about it several times. So on this board, I start over on this side, and on this side you can see where it says sewing project and my make 9. So if you go on YouTube or even Instagram, there is a make 9 for a lot of sewists doing that now, seamstress and tailor. Basically it's like 9 sewing techniques, 9 projects that you want to work on during the year. And for me, I always want to do, and I said it multiple times, is zipper fly. And I started the year bam with that, and I'm so happy. And I want to be able to do that with shorts because I love wearing shorts in the spring. I do not like pants. I tend to like shorts or dress or skirt. So now that I can do zipper fly, I can make really nice structured shorts that it's going to be cute for me. Jacket, multiple style. Again, jacket's going to be the death of me, but we're gonna get it done. So that's where I'm at with the vision board. It is my least favorite thing to sew, absolutely hands down my least favorite thing to sew, but I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it until I feel like I'm strong enough to where I can make my own jacket. It's not gonna be something I do on a regular, but it's something I want to still learn how to do. Button down shirt and dress, again, that's something I've been doing, but I feel like I want to do more. I want to do more that has collar, because I think if I do a lot of the button down with the collar like this, that when I do a jacket collar, it's not going to be the death of me. Because I will get used to it, because I made so many button downs. I made this with no issue. I made several dresses in the summer. You guys know I was wearing those dresses like crazy. And I made like 3 different patterns for the same one, but they were button downs. So I want to be able to do more and get used to it. That the jacket will seem simpler for me. That's the way I'm looking at it. Cardigan. So I have one cut out, but I want to make a few more. I have some jersey ones that I want to do, because I think for this time of the year, even leading to the early part of spring, a cardigan is going to be really, really nice to have. So that I put on my make 9. Then we have denim pants and skirt. Again, because I can now do the zipper fly, doing the denim pants and skirt is going to be much easier because I already know the basics. It's just a matter of making sure I'm using the right needles and the right thread, and the tension, and as well as the stitch side on the machine. But we can do that, because again, the first pants, those are denim, and I was fine with that. But we're going to work on it. Circle skirt and dress. I love circle skirt on me, because if you get it here and it reach my knees and flare out a little, love it. I've not made one. I just thought about it. I've not made one to the end. I think I cut one, which was a pink one, but I never finished it because I never put the zipper in. And I need to put the zipper in, and then I need to do the waist. But I've never finished one, but I like them and I want to learn how to do them, especially the dress form. Then I put sportswear. I want to be able to learn how to do a sports bra, make my own sports bra, make, some leggings. That's a goal. Never done it, but I want to. Jumpsuit. I've made 3 jumpsuits. They're all wearable, but I want to get better at adding the bodice to the pants, work on that part. So that's gonna happen. And then the last one is draft my own pattern. It's gonna happen. I've been redoing a lot of reading in the book that my brother gave me, which was this book, and I've been definitely reading this and doing a lot of stuff in this book, because this book is amazing. It is so amazing. And I'm gonna start with the basic of this, doing a shirt and fit my exact side, my exact body, and see how that goes before I start experimenting and doing all the designs that I really want to do. Alright, so now we get to sewing. We talked about it. 90 books. Sleep. I like naps. I fell in love with naps during December. I was taking naps at my parents' and I realized I like naps. I need to sleep more. I don't sleep enough, and I do get decent sleep. I'm not even gonna say that. I get probably a good 7 hours since I've been on this new schedule from work, and I'm hoping to continue that. I have not been back to work. I'll go back to work next week, and so I will be back into a rotation, a routine. I mean, and I will definitely really take advantage of my sleep. I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping this year. Self-care, that's a part of sleeping. Then I have money and savings. I have a huge task and an event in 2025 next year that is going to cost me. So I have to learn how to budget this year, how to save, and how to get certain money in the mix to pay for all that's going to cost me in 2025. And it just feel like yes, 2024 just started, but 25 is just around the corner. So I have to make some big moves this year in order to pay for all the expense of an event next year that I have to do. So that's where that is. And you will know about it eventually. Alright, so then we have socialize, where I talk about that I need to at least once a month get out of my house and do stuff, or have one or two friends come over and hang out. I am terrible at socializing. The introvert in me is just like being alone, and it's not healthy. And I need to be able to. My friends need to be able to hang out with me at least once a month. So I gotta do better. I gotta do better. So that's the goal on here. Blogging again. I went back to the blog, guys. I've been doing good. I have 4 blog posts so far this year. The goal is to get to a once a week schedule. That's what I'm going to. I'm definitely not going to be doing as much as I was doing this since the year started, but once a week. So it's going to be Sunday is what I'm planning to make my blog day. So it could be anything from lifestyle. It could be anything from a book. It's going to fall somewhere in there, but it's going to be once a week. So I'm committing myself to that, and I'm trying to stay ahead of it so I can do that. Attend events. I get invited to stuff. I never go. I got to do a little better. So especially in the summer and spring where the weather is nice. This time of the year, I'm just not a fan of going nowhere. But the summer and spring, I feel like take advantage of these events and go at least once a month. So I'm going to try. Travel. Definitely want to travel, and it goes with a solo trip. I've always wanted to do a solo trip, and I've always said I'm going to do it every year and never do. And this time around, I'm going to choose something that is small. A weekend trip somewhere by myself. Not going to be international. It would be in the U.S. Somewhere in the U.S. And I would just go spend a weekend by myself and enjoy a solo trip. That is the goal. Then I put Jamaica. I need to go to Jamaica. These are pictures from Jamaica. This was probably in 2015 when I was doing yoga on the beach. I want to go because I miss my uncles. I miss my family, but I really miss my uncles. And so I want to go, and I'm still trying to figure out if I want to do summer or if I want to do Christmas. It depends on the budget and what's going to be cheaper, what time of year is cheaper. Because again, I got a big event next year, so I can't spend too much money this year. Got to be tight, and I got to be smart about what I'm spending. Then we doing journal workshop. I will be doing more of those. And I'm probably going to do them even when we're not doing the challenge. Just so I feel like it would be fun to just do certain things. But I'm coming up with an idea and how I want to do those, and I will definitely share as soon as I figure things out. Yoga. I was a yoga girl. Yoga girl for at least 5 years, I think. 5 years, we're talking yoga strong. If you can see this picture over here, if not, I'll do a close-up. I'm on my head top. I cannot see myself doing it now. Absolutely not. Flexibility is poor. I haven't been meditating. I haven't been doing all of that. And I feel like I am missing a part of the things that used to bring me joy. So I want to get back to doing yoga at least 3 days out the week. And do it in the morning, because that was when I used to do early in the morning, and just start my day off with yoga. It was a part of my life, and it was so good. And I lost I lost a bit of it during the whole, see what's happening, and I was just like I just didn't feel like it, and now I feel like my body's just like missing it and wants to get back into it. So I need to get back to yoga, and of course writing, which I talk about blog, and that's another thing is writing. My blog post helps me to get into the habit of writing again, and improve my craft, and I have been doing that, so I want to get back into writing, and that's where that is. And that's it. The only thing that I think I'm going to add that I didn't add is hiking, which is why I had the animal theme in the first place. But I used to hike in the summer, and I have not summer, it was spring, because I never used to do summer really, because summer was too hot. But I need to get back at least 2 hiking this year. That's something, so I'm going to add hiking on here, probably like here somewhere. Had the hiking, because I want to get back to doing that. And that is it for this. So I am going to end this video here. Pretty much just these are things that I want to get back to. And look how the light is nice now, and I wasn't getting any nice light before. Yeah, so anyway, so that is the goal right now, is to just get back to normal, and whatever normal means to me, and start to do things again that I was, get back to work, having a routine, and following these, and letting my vision board guide me to doing and trying things for 2024. So yeah, so let me know what are some of your goals. Not necessary goal, I would say. I feel like vision boards are, well, it is goal, but it's guidance. It's like having, you already have a goal, but this is like guiding me. So I would look at this board and say, oh, I haven't done that yet, let me get to do that. So that's how I'm gonna look at the board every now and then, look at it and see what have I done, and probably put a little check mark beside things that I've done, and keep it to motivate me. And hopefully by the end of the year I can say I've done all the stuff on the board, and that is the goal. So I will see you guys in the next one, and yeah, all right guys. Bye.